Hi, today I'm going to discuss with you on self-experimentation on vaccine development. And in medical history, self-experimentation plays very important roles. And nowadays, most of the things we know pretty clearly, but 100 years ago, there's so many unknowns, and many doctors and scientists and sacrifice their own life, try to help us to understand the disease and also try to find best treatment for the disease. And today I'm going to focus on this self-experimentation on vaccine development. And the first case we're going to discuss is yellow fever. We know the yellow fever vaccine development is inspired great self-sacrifice. And during the war between Spain and America, the yellow fever is one of the most deadly diseases. And generally speaking, 1 people killed in the battle. These 13 was killed by the yellow fever diseases. And this a research team led by U.S. Army physician Walter Reed was sent to investigate the cause of this yellow fever. And after investigation, and Dr. Reed found that disease was transmitted through mosquitoes. And in order to further confirm this transmission, and Dr. Reed's teams intentionally exposed itself to the mosquito, and this mosquito already been filled on the victims of yellow fever. After they're exposed to these mosquitoes, many of the volunteers got sick. 1 man, and this man is also participate on this volunteer work, and his name is Jesse Nazarias. Nazarias was also get sick, and subsequently was died of yellow fever. This early work resulted in several successful mosquito eradication program, and this program does lead to reduce of number of cases of yellow fever. And this is really huge sacrifice, uses life to get more knowledge, so that we know that yellow fever is caused by transmission from mosquitoes. And so in the 1930s, and this doctor, and the name doctor was Dr. Max Zeller, and he's at Rockefeller Foundation, now it's Rockefeller University, and she carried out research on yellow fever virus and create a vaccine for this yellow fever. And after he generated the vaccine, he tested himself on this vaccine first. And based on his own experience, he then tested this vaccine on other populations. And because Dr. Zeller's contribution, he was awarded this Nobel Prize in 1951. And that is actually the only vaccine work was awarded by a Nobel Prize. Another most recent experience is the vaccine on the polio virus. And this picture just showed us this is Dr. Jonas Salk, and he vaccinated his son Peter Salk. And before he did vaccine for his son, he also already injected this vaccine to himself. We know during that time that polio is one of the most scared disease. It's just like we had right now with covid-19. So Dr. Jonas Salk also tested the vaccine on himself and his son. This is really great person responsible for what he's doing. So after he get this result from himself and his son, he then expand this vaccine to other people's. And there's so many inspiration stories, and that people really try to test the vaccine by themselves. In the area of the covid-19, and we see a lot of reports, and for example, international scientists, and they actually test the vaccine to generate by themselves before you even have an animal test. And also in China, there's several professors test the vaccine to generate by itself. Even this Chinese CDC director, and in a public forum, and announced that he was vaccinated by vaccine generated in China. So right now, many people test this vaccine, and this one group of scientists I should mention today. This is what I want to say, that this is a group most come from Harvard University, and build up a group organization. And the name of the organization is Rapid Deployment Vaccine Collaboratives. And this group of scientists include Dr. Preston Eastwood, and they generate vaccine through collaborative ways. And the way they use actually try to use this open license approach. That is a very, very innovative ways. And the vaccine have the several very, very key features of the vaccine. And first of all, this select this international delivery. And I made one video some while ago. And if you want to listen, watch to it, this the video is called this nasal version is the most effective way to prevent covid-19 infection. And based on the knowledge we have right now, and the covid-19 virus get into the human body first through this nose. It will replicate in the nose before it travels down through the respiratory tract, get into the lungs. And that's parents' very, very smart choice to deliver the vaccine through intranasally. And the vaccine antigen uses peptide, and this is also a good approach because, and that's the most easy controlled ways. And delivery of the vaccine uses chitosan, produce a nanoparticle. And the entire vaccine formulation is very simple and also very inexpensive for preparation. And the vaccine have been tested by these founders, and more than 20 of them already applied the vaccine, and they found there's no any significant advisory reaction. So short term, the vaccine is safe. And if you want to try this vaccine, you're welcome to do so, because it may material equipment is very simple. And for example, this material only have 5 things, and all the 5 things can be commercially available through you can purchase from it. And the ingredient of the vaccine include antigens, peptide, and then also have this chitosan as formation of nanoparticle. Then you have sodium triphosphate and sodium chloride, and it also need water. And the equipment is very, very simple. Anyone have some laboratory experience will have this routine equipment. So of course I'm going to try this and participate on this vaccine development. I'm going to write to them, ask for permission to use the system. I'm going to see how this will be work out for myself. After you read watch this video, I don't know what is your opinion. How do you think the do-it-yourself vaccine approach? Do you like it or you don't like it? And if you have any comments or any suggestion, please just leave on this video. We may discuss this, and we may come out very effective vaccine by this collaborative ways instead of buy it from the big farm. And again, this is really innovative ways, and people already tested the vaccine themselves before there was other people to use it. This is really the good faith. At least this can be the one way for us to create medicines instead of everything is monopoly by these big farms. That's my video for today. I wish to see you in my next video. Bye.